shop and then they get like weird about it. Sometimes if you can't come up with a song, have them sing Happy Birthday. Have them sing Amazing Grace. Have them sing something that they probably know someone from their childhood. This land is your land. If you can't come up with something. So,
I sing this to Joey and Nina.
okay.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Oh, that's so good. So Pat, first of all, I would say posture-wise, Pat is, because she's tall, is standing a little bit with her head forward. So her ear holes are not lined up here. I would ask her to just sing like this. And then I did see a little bit of tension here. So give your chin down a smidge, like that. You can look down at us all the time anyhow.
Yeah, right.
And then just watch the tension here. So go ahead and try that again.
You are my sunshine.
Keep that head back. So it, yeah.
And what I would ask you guys, and I would have her turn sideways so you can see just a
Go ahead.
little variation. Do what you was doing a second ago.
You are my sunshine.
So I'm going to keep that chin down a little.
Sunshine.
Feel the difference a little bit in her sound? Take
Put
the
your chin back up.
When skies
See the tension in her voice?
Chin down.
you'll never
Opens it up, frees it up.
hear how much I love.
She doesn't, okay, you can stop. You
Yeah.
don't have to do the whole thing. Okay, so what I would tell her, because this is me standing, you see her legs?
Lock.
Very locked. That's how I stand too. So a little bit, I would make her sing either with like lifting your foot up, so that's something, because sometimes when you say don't lock your knees, then you just start thinking about, I'm not going to lock my knees. Then you forget all the way to sing. So sometimes I would say, or wiggle your toe for me for 3 seconds. Or, I would say, switch your weight from one foot to the other. It doesn't have to be intimidating.
And I also would
Come on over here, Pat. I would
have
you stand with your head against this wall.
It's not a line.
shoulders and then bend your knees a little bit. Now keep your chin down though.
Well,
There you go.
I know, it's hard, isn't it? Yeah.
you know, for my stature,
Correct.
my chin down, I can't keep my head against the wall unless my shoulders do this.
Right, don't do that. So just do what you can comfortably, but just be aware that your tendency
See the
is to
difference in
use
the
that
chin posture when she's
low.
standing up against the wall?
So that's how much further it's coming in front of you than your shoulder.
So this will be for the
So
people
slide down
who
a
ever
little.
hear us talk about if you're jutting a little bit over.
Now give it a shot.
Like this rather than this.
Here we go.
You are my sunshine, my only
There's a lot more
Now don't
resonance.
worry about the head here, give your chin down.
You make me happy.
When you take your hands off of my head.
So I would say
For you, this is a good exercise just to practice. Anybody who feels that they kind of do this a little bit. Now, Pat, I'm exaggerating. She doesn't do it this much. But because she's a very dynamic performer and is always ready to get at it.
I did see it on the video.
Yeah.
On the video of the chorus, as it panned me,
Yeah.
I saw me like this.
Too
Yeah.
far over your
Yes.
front.
Yes.
Okay.
I felt like I should have been
Yep.
back further, but I was.
So a lot of times, I'll have people then roll their shoulders back a little bit, just to kind of get realigned, because sometimes you get like this. I do that too, a little slouchy. I'll just have them roll their shoulders back while they're thinking like, do something else. Because as soon as you start telling them to do something, then a PVI gets scared. So just try to make it something else that's comfortable.
And good
easy
job
for you.
with that. I think, just know that your instinct is to carry your head this way. Not, and I'm not saying big,
Yeah.
but just little down here. And then you want to push it back. It's also great for your posture here. It helps alleviate tension in your neck and shoulders when that head is pushed back just a little
Here's
bit.
another thing that I love about doing
Yes.
PVI is when you ask people to sing anything that they want to sing, would you say Pat's a bass?
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes when you ask people to sing any song they like to sing, you hear a voice that you don't expect from a person because you know Pat is a bass. But Pat just sang a beautiful, more lead-like quality, right? So now if we ask Pat to sing You are my sun. Down an octave or down in a bass thing, would her voice change? Sometimes I'll ask people to do that. Like they go from this beautiful open, wow, I thought you were a bass. It's what my, because they write down on the paper on the bass, and this is what I want to find out. And then they sing like that, and you go, huh. And then you ask them to sing something that they know in bass, and they sound like a truck driver. Because they don't bring any of what they just did in their pretty upper part of their voice that they've sung with in their whole life besides barbershop into their barbershop singing. So I would have somebody like Pat, if she was my PVI, I would have her sing something that she knew that was in the lower part of her register so that I could hear her then. Now, how much of what she just did in her, this prettier head voice tone, can we incorporate into your bass singing? So as you're listening to yourself, think of what song do you love to sing. It can be something on the radio. It can be a church song. It can be whatever. Where do you feel like your voice is awesome? Everybody has some song you sing in the car, or in the shower, or walking around the house that you love your voice on. What is your voice doing, and how does it feel if you were to think, would I do that if I were singing at barbershop? Because we think it's a different kind of voice. Your voice is your voice. Like, it just is.
They're just vocal tools. I can bring my scope. It's really not pretty.
When we try to make it a barbershop voice is when I think we get screwed up. So I always try to make PVIs as non-barbershop-y as possible, so that they're more just about your voice. So you can take this, if you sing at church on Sunday, bring the same skills that I'm giving you at a PVI here to your singing at church.
Right.
Don't make it so like, or we do this is my ballad voice, and this is my up-tuned voice.
No, it's just your voice.
Still your voice. So, we'll do more of these, and then what I think we'd like to do too is start bringing people down. Like if Pat was our person, we were going to build a sound off of it. Now let's bring another bass down here. How can we get these two basses to borrow off of each other? How can we get that to happen in the lead section? Because really where we are right now, we can drill you to death. And
And it would be like being at the dentist, no offense.
we're still going to have the same issues that we come to in every song where something's out of whack or out of tune or out of whatever. It's because we don't know our own individual voices enough to know this is what I need to substitute in right here. This is something I'm struggling with in my voice. As soon as I fix that, I'll probably lock in with somebody else better. So,
And again, you guys can do this yourselves. Go home, sing in front of the, what I did for Pat was mostly visual. But when she sang with her chin down, there was much less tension in through here. The sound you could hear open up was, even when I talk here, my voice is thinner than when I talk with my head here. This is where we want to be. This is always and you can look in a mirror and play with it and go, well, is my voice better here or is it better here?
I
Feel
love
it change
that.
it.
Somebody did a PBR with me ages ago and had me do the, and you know this one to go?
Darling.
La, 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 la. Just from a little up to a little down, and you'll hear
Where your
also,
sweet spot is.
she calls it her sweet spot. La, 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 there's mine, because I just heard it go like this inside my head. La, la, went away. La, la, go again. You can play with that at home. Find where it is.
Any consonant,
Anything.
on me.
Your favorite
I
note.
want to, you can hear where it pops into your head.
And
So those are all, we'll be giving you lots of these tools each week, so you can go home and go, oh, let me try that.
And I'll tell you where your sweet spot is probably where your chin is fairly over the floor. So we can say it all we want, but until you feel it and go, oh, I like it there. It sounds like stereo inside your head, and you like that stereo. It's not when you're like, shut up. It's the good stereo.
Your
You'll
muscle
feel it.
memory will come into play though, because face it, when we walk around and talk to people, you like talk like this, or you work on a computer, so you're always like this. Those are going to have to be things that you want to look in the mirror and go, well, how do I really communicate? Do I have this voice on all the time, or do I only tighten up and use it for singing? Yeah, that was hands.
I remember when I first joined Choral-Aires
Uh-huh.
at the old place
Yeah.
down the street, that you two did PVIs for everybody,
Mhm.
and I was terrified. You guys like literally took me in a closet separately with only here, and I was in a panic mode.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys both did the same.
And you survived.
I did. Wow. But you worked on where my head was going to be and how my stature, and you worked on my legs and where's my sweet spot and like all those things. I
Yeah.
did that all the time.
Can I tell you,
Take
it's
those little bits and pieces from the PVI and
Yeah.
bring it in.
and And that's the biggest part of a PVI. People think they're going to leave a PVI and they're going to sound like they could go make an album. Not unless you could before. You're probably not. The bottom line is you're not going to sound dramatically different, but it is about changing the habits of how you sing and what's comfortable for you. It took me a long time to figure out where comfort was without. I can kind of finagle a way to make myself still sound loose with my knees locked. Wrong choice. I should probably just unlock my knees, but that's comfortable to me. So we'll do more as we keep going.
Thank you, Pat, for being our very first. So to me, the things of how many happen to take your fix. Like I could have Amy give me a PVI. I could give Amy a PVI.
True.
But just because, we've been in the right place at the right time with the right people, doesn't mean we're any better than anyone else.
Or should
We
stop
all
learning?
always have something to learn. Except when I'm done learning, just hammer that last nail all the way in, because I'm done. I want to learn something new every day about my voice, about life, about whatever I can. Because it's a short window that we're here. All right, let's do here and now. Just for the heck of it, because we can. You ready? Sorry for the pipes. So what I'm going to ask everybody to do is spread out like